Good morning, students. This is unit number 2, part B, combustion calculations. Burnt fuel used air for the burning, then evolved or absorbed heat and the exhaust gases. All these four has definite relationship, and this relationship is governed by different laws. Law like conservation of mass, then Boyle's law, Charles' law, etc. So there is a definite relationship between all these four, and this relationship can be calculated if the composition of air is taken as uniform or constant. So if values of any two of these three is given, then third can be calculated. Like see the composition of the fuel, the composition of flue means exhaust gases, and the nature of combustion means whether the fuel burned completely or not, or is there any excess air was used during the burning. So if we know the two values out of these three, third can be calculated. Okay, so this is first point. Second point is about mole concept. Now what is this mole concept? See, here we have mole concept for solid and then for gases. Okay. So for solid expressed on weight basis, in order to convert them into moles, it is necessary to divide each constituent by its molecular weight. So the formula is here, number of moles equal to weight of that substance divided by molecular weight. Then like this for gases always expressed on volume basis. So there is no need to convert into the moles because volume percent is equal to mole percent, right? Third point here is about the mean molecular weight of air. See the composition of air, percentage of oxygen, as we know, 23 by weight and 21% by volume. Like this, nitrogen is more in air, 77% by weight and 79% by volume. So air contains 21 moles of oxygen, 78.06 moles of nitrogen, and yes, third gas is 0.94 moles of argon. Very negligible amount of argon is present in air. So let us calculate the mean molecular weight of air. This is equal to 21 into 32 plus 78.06 into 28 plus 0.94 into 39.94 divided by 100. This 32, 28 and 39.94 is a molecular weight of oxygen, nitrogen and argon. So this comes out to be 28.95 kg. While calculating the values of the air required, we have to consider this value only, 28.95. Okay. Fourth point is the minimum oxygen required for the burning of fuel. This is equal to theoretical oxygen required minus actual oxygen present in fuel. As we know that number of elements are present in fuels and oxygen is also sometimes present in fuel. So that's why there is a need to subtract this oxygen present in the fuel while calculating the oxygen required for the burning, right? So fifth point is about the excess air. So we can calculate this percent excess equal to actual air used for the burning minus theoretical air divided by theoretical air into 100. So by using this formula, we can also calculate actual air used or by using the same formula. Next point, here during these calculations, we always need molecular weight of gases. So here this point is about the molecular weight of gases like hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, water, sulfur, carbon monoxide, CH4, CO2, C2H4. These are molecular weight. Then this is the most important point in this combustion calculations. These are some very common reaction occurs during the combustion. Like see the first reaction, C plus oxygen. This carbon plus oxygen is producing carbon dioxide. So here you can see 1 mole of carbon is reacting with 1 mole of oxygen and producing 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Like this here also sulfur 1 mole, oxygen 1 mole is producing 1 mole of SO2. Here 2 mole of carbon is reacting with 1 mole of oxygen and producing 2 carbon monoxide, 2 mole of carbon monoxide. Like this, here we have this reaction. In this reaction, 1 mole of CH4 is reacting with 2 mole of oxygen and producing 2 mole of water plus 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So like this, all these reactions are given here. The last point here to remember is, see, solid and liquid fuels are expressed on weight basis, but gaseous fuels are always expressed on volume basis, right?